Alright, so I'm just gonna start recording a little bit early this time. Instead of starting at Seraph, I'm gonna actually start at Ring 7. I'm doing the 400 gold challenge. I think I have a pretty good chance. I'll just so this doesn't get too long, I can just sort of explain as I go how this kind of works. So 400 gold challenge, it's the units in all floors, which is, if you know, this is not a super terrible setup for that either. I already messed this up once. There's one card that I misplayed, but I think if I just avoid that one mistake, I'll mention it when I get to it. But if I avoid that one mistake, then I'll be fine. So this is Reform Rector Flicker. I actually have Hallowed Halls, so I want to keep open the option that, like, maybe he's on a floor where I want to reform the entire floor, and if he has Burnout 3, that's a lot better than him having Burnout in 1, because unfortunately, the way Burnout works is, with Reform Flicker, is that he will burn out and die before he gets a chance to reform units, which is really, really bad for when he has only Burnout 1 or Burnout 2. You're losing. If you ever have to reform Rector Flicker starting from 0, you just lose his passive ability for a lot of turns, and if that happens right before the boss fight, then you just don't have his ability anymore, and that's just kind of sad. But yeah, this is a pretty good start. As you can see, I've got this. Did these shenanigans where I just didn't have a lot of unit combination things that were looking super powerful, so I just spell chain on these like offering cards is I mean, it's pretty nice. Like, you don't always draw it when you need to, but when you do, it's really handy. Yeah, so this is the only unit that I have which I don't want to reform, so I want him to either die naturally or to burn out. And then maybe I keep him on the top. Just play it by ear. Like, either I keep him on the top floor, or maybe he joins the party on floors 1 and 2. But top floor, Rage Siren is going to take down, if there's anything left of the boss, she'll take that down, and then anything that would get to the pyre, hopefully she only has to hit twice and kill like 2 units, and whatever else. It's like either spells or my other units take care of that, but we'll find out. Okay, that's not too bad. Let's see, how many units do I want to be reforming? I would like to just deal some damage, I guess. I'll just put that one in the back. I don't have to think about this super hard, I don't think. At least not every turn. Maybe the first few turns I do. One thing that I have to worry about is extinguish triggers. Like, this one's not too bad for Hallowed Halls, but the ones where they gain armor, armor's the really bad one. I've got quick, so if they gained attack damage, then this siren would just have to kill them before they get a chance, and then everything's fine. But harvest, this ability right here, that using Hallowed Halls against this. Well, if they're like 2 copies of this ability, and if they're like 4 units on the floor, it starts to scale really hard, and that's no good. I might do it anyway, because it's only going to happen once, and he's going to take 50 damage. So this 50 damage, on average, it wipes out all 3 harvest stacks. So it's kind of all benefit from beyond there. So it's one of these 2 floors, I guess. Yeah, probably this one. might get another explosive, so it might shuffle my units around a little bit, but another explosive would be fine too. Okay, so those are going to burn out, but it's still not enough damage. Next turn should be okay. Oh, oops. That's just kidding. I did the dumb thing. 3 units dying. It's 45 armor per unit. So that was actually, wow. I can't brain today. I have the silliness inside of me. I don't remember how I killed this unit the last time. Unfortunately, I had to reload this floor, but I'm pretty sure I killed this unit. I don't think I let this one through. That was just kind of bad. Yeah, that was a big oops. I don't know. Could cast this on the bottom floor. That's an option. This floor is a little bit scarier than the middle floor. Yeah, that's pretty nice. I could cast this here just to make sure that one more unit absolutely know for sure that it's gonna be dead. Like right now, the top floor can only attack 3 times, so without some additional help, it's not really guaranteed. I lose 1 incantation, but I don't know. I just trying to be a little bit, trying to conserve the pyre just a little bit. Oh, we even get another 100, so that's 500. Gold plus the base reward if we manage to pull through. Could be pretty nice. Which way am I doing this? I don't want to randomly reform that unit. That unit is a little too derpy. Let's keep it alive as long and out of our deck as long and often as we can. Okay, this was the bad thing. I don't want to do that again. This was a good thing. Like, just the 1 unit can die, that's fine, but I don't want to give these guys like a ton of armor. That would be silly. So, not here, not here. It has to be here. Right. Top floor, bottom floor. I guess... Oh, he's not going to get to reform anything this turn. I think I like to do this as just prep for the boss fight. I think I like bottom floor. Do they have harvest? No, they don't. They just have extinguish. So this is what I should have done. And just because it's a holdover and I want to redraw it, do that on the top floor, and then I guess why not? I'll throw this one down here. Probably should have done that first before I reformed the whole floor, but hopefully it's doesn't end up mattering. Ooh, now who do I reform on this floor? I could... Well, it's a little risky. If I do this, there's a chance I get Rector Flicker when I play Hallowed Halls. And I think I'm going to YOLO it. I mean, I've committed to YOLOing it at this point. But yeah, like floor. Oh, not here. That one's that's the one I want to avoid. Let's not do that again. So there are 2 units. If I get the there's 1 unit will not be able to fit. So there's a chance I don't get Rector Flicker. But there he is. We got him this time. Okay. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, Votivary, you can sort of protect. I don't want to lose. I just want this to be. I just want these two to just chill until the boss fight. And the Votivary is kind of the expendable front line, and yeah, looks fine. Let's see, don't I? Does this room need a little bit of attention, or is it fine? Do I want to go all in on this floor? I don't know. This siren's looking kind of sad. No, let's just keep scaling the Rage Siren. That's how we kill 2 units on the top floor all by yourself, and that's probably how we kill the boss. I mean, it's not it's possible that we might be able to just outscale with this. Unfortunately, we've got this jerk on both floors right now. If I don't play this, I lose the holdover effect. I did duplicate this card with the holdover. So actually, oh, it's just really annoying, isn't it? Right? Because once I start scaling this up, it might get out of hand. But being able to play 2 of these every turn is like, usually that's strong, but right now it's problematic. I could play it on the bottom floor. Yeah. Oh, yeah, if I play on the bottom floor, I can play this one first and it's not too awful. Or if 0 units die is probably the best. That's actually a good loophole. Yeah, I lose the incant. Actually, I think you can't even get the incant. Like, the unit dies before it triggers the incant. So, yeah. So I do it in this order. I guess on the top floor or down here? I don't know. Let's just do... let's just... Yeah, I have like two full floors to narrow it down to 2 enemies, and that shouldn't be too hard. It might be, but it shouldn't be. Okay, so there's 3, but the Votivary manages to clean it up. That's kind of a lot of damage, but okay. 2 deaths. That's sort of a lot of armor. That's kind of scary. I might be able to deal with it next turn. And what are we doing down here? Do I like these units? No, those are crappy units. Can I put a better one down? No, I can't. Oh, well, this one This one's kind of above average among what's left. Now what? All this energy from the relic, but nothing like because of the Hallowed Halls being kind of ridiculous, but nothing to do with it really. So that's kind of so-so. I don't think it's going to totally destroy the boss. I think we are going to need the top floor to just drive it all home. Yeah, we're almost halfway there. So I gotta figure out which floor do I cast Hallowed Halls. Where are my units? They're in my hand. Oh, because Reform Flicker is online. Okay, I gotta... This is worse than I thought it was. Does that solve my problems? Not quite. That's 50 pyre damage. Not a huge fan. I think the Rage Siren is quick and just kills those two right away, and this one has to be killed by something else. The Tomb does 50 damage. I don't know why it only takes 55. I think the Tomb does 50, and then the Vetiver is already dead. I don't know where the other 5 is coming from, but either way, it's not enough. Is there any way at all to do another 20 damage? I don't believe there is. Like, I could gamble on a Hallowed Halls, but that seems kind of dumb. Is it really that dumb? It might be okay. It just... This is a greedy... This saves Pyre health, I guess, because that gives me the extra explosion. Unfortunately, the explosion doesn't kill this guy, so if I play this twice, then 2 explosions kill the first unit, and then we're home free. It's 50 Pyre health, and then I'm gambling that I'm strong enough to kill the boss next turn, which I probably am. If this floor can do 800, it can probably do another 800, no problem. It's just I hate losing these rage stacks. Actually, if I lose the rage stacks, maybe I can't... Yeah, if I lose the rage stacks, maybe I'm incapable of killing those 2 units with what's left. Maybe that's just... I would have to do the math, but I think it's base 20 is the base damage at the moment, with like upgrades. Yeah, so that'd be 40 damage. It wouldn't even kill this unit. These units, if I reform twice, these get a little bit stronger, but I think it's already as good as it's going to get, and then I just take 50 pyre damage, which I guess is fine. I just thought I could do better than that. Let's... Just casting it once, that was like a jump of like 300. Wow, apparently that's strong. If I had drawn both of them earlier, it could have been... I mean, the worst case is they're both at the bottom of the deck, so just getting one at the beginning and another at the end wasn't too bad at all. Now, is this enough to win? Probably not. This would scale up the Siren a little bit. Yeah. Oh well. 50 pyre damage. Ah, that was kind of irritating. But, whatever, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, so this, it does not trigger... Flicker doesn't trigger any summoning. And in particular against Arcus, with those little crystals that have a rally effect, it doesn't trigger rally either. Anyway, what was I doing? I was doing this. I mean, I could play just about any of these cards and just sort of win from here. Like, I could do this and win even more. Like, maybe I just give them a vacation. Oh. Yeah, don't even have to... Yeah. 930. Don't need that. Sometimes this does things. I don't know, it's kind of unpredictable. I mean, it's better than most of my cards at that point, I guess. I mean, sometimes this is really good, but a lot of times it's totally irrelevant. I don't think I need these. I mean, this could, in theory, it could help out with the Rage Siren. I don't know if the Rage Siren might have trouble in the Divinity fight. It's like it's the floor with sweeping damage is just a real pain. I think I would, with this totem, I'd have to incant like 5 times every turn to just nullify the sweep attack, so that's not really a strategy. The Rage Siren's not super great against the next Seraph either. It's the Cleanse Seraph, so I might as well just reincarnate that Seraph along, or that Siren along with everybody else. Like, just don't even try to you know, battle that uphill fight. But is this good enough for the Divinity, or is this just kind of a distraction? Like, I could put the Rage Siren on the 2nd floor, but it's really hard to kill everything fast enough. I mean, I guess I can just sort of... Hopefully I can juggle the front line. I don't know exactly how the Divinity fight works, but in theory, that maybe this just for the Divinity, just for the Divinity fight, maybe this is sometimes a good, really good, but I think it slows me down too much. I don't really like it. I think maybe drawing my 2 Hallowed Halls as early and as often as possible. It's got holdover. I get draw +1, but that's still at 6 cards per turn. It still could take 5 turns, which is kind of scary as already. So I guess I skip those. And now, Foregone Power it's not terrible. It's not. I mean, these offering tokens are just a lot better for what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to play these spell chain crypt builders for like supplemental damage and rearranging the room. It's actually, yeah, I mean, it's actually somewhat important. This deck kind of scales. I just don't think it's not super duper in the stratosphere either. So there are a lot of turns where I really want to get rid of the frontliner for a while. So getting rid of cards is pretty strong. I don't think I need any more spell upgrades. I think I've already got all the spell upgrades that I really wanted. Like, maybe this one could be another spell chain. Or a spell power. Spell chain that would be here. But duplicate something. I could duplicate the Hallowed Halls again. That could be really kind of totally bonkers. Maybe the more conservative thing would be to duplicate this molded. So I have at least a little bit of fine control when I really want it. I don't know, I'm kind of thinking, well, also unit upgrades. I don't think I got all the multi-strikes I could possibly want. Like this siren maybe is a multi-strike. Even with double incants, this one takes a while to scale up sometimes. She might scale faster though now that I'm probably not leaning on the Rage Siren as much. So this could be a good multi-strike, but Lady of the House might be a good multi-strike. Yeah, quick or multi-strike could be kind of handy. Not sure what I'm duplicating, but probably a spell. And a little bit of... got back a little bit of that pyre health that I lost at the last minute there. Don't think I want this one right here. Just insta-buy. This one... just it's not worth the risk. Like I'm gonna re-roll. Like this one is kind of averagely good, but like how often do I need to play units to be able to afford to play a spell, and then I just don't have that one ember to play a unit? I don't think it's that often. I just don't think this is a real problem. This is kind of fun and kind of YOLO, but I don't think I'm that desperate. I think I just re-roll here. This... I'm almost tempted to get the extra upgrade slot, but this Rage Siren is... I don't know, I'm really skeptical that I'm going to actually... It's the wrong Seraph, and then the Divinity fight, I'm kind of skeptical that that really gets to take off either. But just a quick multi-strike, you know, multi-strike 2. Quick with 3 hits. It's just generically super good, so maybe I just... like, I don't really need this because of the Flickers. Liquor kind of does the same job. And the Encased Ember. Don't really need this because, yeah, I'm just so set for reforms that I'm totally fine with that. This is it. That's this, and then whatever unit upgrades, and then I duplicate something. No, Large Stone isn't. You are not the upgrade I was looking for. That's pretty sad. And these little burnout upgrades are not super great either. You know, if I've got more... unless I want to purge stuff. I could spend a bunch of gold on purge. That's okay. It's like, it's going to be a 1 card difference at most. So let's just... I don't know. Let's just do that. And they both have an empty slot, so I can decide later. Endless, that's just... quick or multi-strike would have been at least usable, but endless is just garbage here. It's a little bit annoying. I hope the run's viable. I'm not totally pessimistic about this, but that was unlucky. I need to take 20 pack shards. Let's not forget to do that. Let's duplicate first, just so we know how much we have to work with. Duplicating that is sort of okay, but that's... wait, no, I was gonna... this was... I think now that I have this relic is gonna... that relic probably makes up for not getting the multi-strike. Because if I can just go bonkers with the Hallowed Halls and the resin block, I think it just goes burn. I don't even have to... I might not even have to think. Okay, I need to take 20 more shards. I could take both of these, or I could merge something. I guess merging is probably good here. Like, these take up a lot of space. I either get rid of a dreg or get rid of a lady in the house. These because they're weak. I think I get rid of this because they're big. These are going to scale up, and they're actually going to be... if I reincarnate these enough time, these are not terrible. I don't know, it's health. It's like a front line. I kind of need the front lines. The health doesn't scale up as fast as the damage. Yeah, I guess I'm slightly worried about the front lines. So I don't think I get rid of the lady in the house. So either it's a purge and a spell chain, or I merge two of the dregs. How much floor capacity is that? 1, 2, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So that's like, that's just barely every floor being full, like, all the time. But then +1, so there will be turns where I cannot, there will be turns where Rector Flicker reforms something and I won't be able to place it anywhere that turn, and it's slightly awkward. I think getting rid of one drag is sort of... let me count again, because if it's exactly 18, then one drag means I always have enough pips. Like, it could be really weird that 2 floors could have 1 pip, and then I can't play this anywhere. But that seems somewhat uncommon. It could happen, though. But what is it? 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. The Votivary, I could just not play the Votivary sometimes. I don't know, another spell chain would be fun. Possibly... like, the buff for getting rid of a drag is not super great. This could potentially wipe out a floor that was going to hit the pyre. And it's more incantation stacks, which... it's not as strong as it was last time, but it's still something. Okay, Purge Stone, we want to get rid of this one. Right? Right. Alright, I started some coffee. I'm going to pick that up real quick, and then we're going to see if this works. Okay. Okay, we'll see what happens. Ember Drain could be a problem because if I have 0 Ember, my Hallowed Halls costs 1, and that could be a problem. Ooh, do I just start reforming right away on the top floor? Top floor? I think top floor. Yes. Turn 1, I'm hitting the Seraph for 170. Well, the good thing about burnout happening before resolve is that if it's burnout on Rector's floor, he can bring them back that turn. So that's actually pretty slick. The interaction works really bad when Rector Flictor himself is burning out, but kind of like that. Okay, this unit is quick, so I kind of like that she doesn't think, oh, it's the stupid harvest guy. Okay, so just don't cast the spell on this floor this turn, and hopefully we're okay. Hopefully next turn goes a little bit better. I mean, we're scaling. I don't know, I just have to do the math here. These are all going to have 30 armor, and this one's still going to have... Yeah, I just don't have multi-strike next turn. It's a little scary. And next turn, I can't reform the entire floor either. That would again bring back the armor problem. It's a little scary right now. It's just that harvest apply armor that's the Achilles heel of this setup. So all of these deal 15 damage to the pyre, which is not fatal, but I do not want to worsen my problems. Crypt Builder. That is useful here. How useful is it? It's progress. We're not there yet, but one more. Does that solve all of my problems? It, for now, yes. Alright. How many? A lot of units. This is a good turn to, yeah, more dying. Okay, that looks, I like how that looks. This unit doesn't even get to Ember Drain because the quick unit kills it, which makes me satisfied. And incantations are much better on that side, the one who actually gets to keep it. The health and the damage anyway, the incant armor upgrade. If I had known I was going to be getting Hallowed Halls, I would not have taken that upgrade at the time. But I think it's working out, regardless. Okay. I think Hallowed Halls on this floor, but on the top floor I just do the incantation stuff. Something like that. Actually, I kind of like casting this at least once on this floor this turn. Gotta get that AoE, and doesn't really matter which floor. Maybe I should think about this. I want the quick one to scale up harder. Right, yeah, let's just play it. Okay. Could save that the extra copy for later. Don't think I'm going to. I think I'm just gonna. Yeah, I'm not going to. Just. I don't think saving that extra copy just in case was really gonna do much. Alright, this one looks pretty crazy, right? Yeah. I think we can just go nuts here. There's no harvest. That's the big thing. I don't think I really want to start reforming these because they're just kind of garbage. I think I can afford to though, because I can just manually play them on the floor that I don't want Hollywood Halls to you know, get stuck with them. I think it's just going Burr, and I'm thinking about it harder than I need to, but that's... You don't want the opposite to happen. You don't want to let hubris get the best of you. Oh no, I'm gonna have one Ember Drain next turn. That's kind of annoying, but it's fine. Bloop. No more regeneration on the Seraph. Oh, I can only cast 2 of them. Oh, I've never... Just kidding, I have the Relic. Okay, I can cast all 3. Yeah. That's good times. Why was it 15? Oh, you get 1 just... You get 5 just for reforming and then 10 from the Relic. I was wondering why it was 15, but yeah, that's right. Ember. I mean, the Wax Spike would be kind of cool with that much Ember, but like, if I can cast 3 Halibut Halls with a Resin block every turn, I don't really need the Wax Spike. Kind of redundant at that point. Okay. Right, I want to reform something bad on the bottom floor, and then Hallowed Halls will fetch nothing but good stuff on the top floor. That is the plan. Alright, that looks pretty decent. Build all the crypts. Hashtag meme. Alright. No early Seraph kill, but it looks like a pretty safe, reliable Seraph win. This is probably... I mean, the fact that I took 30 pyre damage in the previous ring makes me a little bit worried about the Divinity fight, but I don't know. I have good feelings about this. It's just hard to... you can't quite take stuff for granted with these. Like that Harvest armor, the Divinity fight tends to have a bunch of those. And that could just ruin the entire run. I think that if anything kills the run, it's gonna be that. So can we kill Seraph on floor 2? That would be... It'd be sort of sad if we couldn't. Alright. That's acceptable. I feel like it could have been a little bit more steamrolly, but it wasn't quite. Okay, let's get rid of something we don't want the Hallowed Halls to give us. Now, if I play these, there's a little bit of RNG. I might get bad units in place of these good units, but I also do want... I want the Entombed Explosive to go off a few times. The worst outcome is if I don't get the Nameless Siren at all, so... I've still got one more chance if I don't get it this time. And I think this is a setup where I don't risk it. I mean, a win's a win, so there's kind of no reason to do anything at this point. Except, well, whatever. Alright, that was fairly smooth. But that Harvest 15 armor to all enemies, it's gonna be brutal. I know it's gonna happen. It's gonna come up. It's like, but if it comes up on the wrong turn, then maybe that's just 100 damage to the pyre, and I can't do anything about it. So maybe those Crypt Builders have to... And the Titan's Tooth, I don't know, maybe my spells have to do the work when that happens. It's promising, but I guess it's not in the bag. Okay, well, how am I doing this? Middle floor is tiny. It's unfortunate. I wish the top floor were tiny, because top floor is just kind of a pain in the ass. Oh, that's right. I'm not trying to build rage stacks. I think I just gave up on that idea. Well, for the early turns, he might need to use his Reform ability, like, super duper often. So if I get bad RNG on the Hallowed Halls, then Rector Flicker has to be on the bottom floor, so he's like always reviving stuff. Now, do I want the 40 damage? Not, I guess 40 damage is like not great here. Maybe I just start resurrecting like that. This one's free. I guess I play it because it's free. Oh, that's right. I forgot that it was upgraded. I thought it was only going to do 50, but it's okay. Wow, it's a little better than expected. I guess the numbers add up. Okay. Let's see, what do we think? Bottom floor? Middle floor. Bottom floor or middle floor? I think I want this unit to hit early and often, so as long as she's quick, so she gets to, yeah, she'll get to attack this turn no matter what. Yeah, okay. I wish this floor were bigger. What are you doing to me, game? Okay, Hallowed Halls, I like you. Thank you. So which floor? I guess the quick multi-strike, you always gotta scale the quick multi-strike. What am I even... How is there even anything to think about here? Oh, that's right, the other one is endless, so it never... It doesn't even go to the reform pool, so I'll be seeing it next turn, but I can do... this. She's quick, so I don't have to block. I can do that, yeah. It could be better, but it's fine. I could get a little bit of rage stacks, but I think this is better. Scale the one who actually scales. Oh, and can't for the one who actually scales when you and can't. I've got two different kinds of scaling here, so... this floor is not great. Wow. It's kind of scary, huh? Can I draw some good spells if I do this? Apparently not. Okay, Hallowed Halls, which floor? Which floor? Come on, what are we doing here? Either way, we get another Lady of the House. I just want to slap down a Votivary on this floor. I don't know, this one with the multi-strike really needs to start scaling. That's kind of important. Oh, it was... oh no. It was one of those. I wasn't paying attention. Okay, that's a problem. This, I drew it on the wrong turn. That's going to be a problem, too. Do I just start stacking the top floor? This is a good turn to... I think this is a bad turn to cast Hallowed Halls on the second floor because of that bastard. So I don't see any alternatives. I think I have to cast it on the top floor. My reform pool is empty right now. So I have to do these stupid-ass dregs. But it's scale, so I get to do it twice. I get to do a crypt builder. Oh, I drew that, so that's important. Let's do that first, and then how does it look? Alright, that time we made it. Oh, we got to kill the problem unit. Next turn is now looking better than it was before. Still a little scary. Stealth 2, so I'm gonna have to do stuff on the top floor. There's no way around it. This floor, okay, do I just scale this floor twice and then hope it's all good? Okay, we're massively re-rolling which units we're gonna bring back. The discard or the reform pool is stronger than my hand. This one's just garbage. I think I took that before I knew that Hollowed House was... Yeah, this was because I thought I was going to need the Rage Siren, but there was a change of plans, so I just don't play it, I think. Alright, Daddy wants a new pair of shoes. Not bad, but I think we just keep rolling here. Or do I re-roll the bottom floor? I could re-roll the bottom floor, and that's not too bad. There's a chance that I lose an important unit, but adding another 15 strength to all these units would be really good. I think we wipe out the floor this turn if we do that. No, not quite. I guess it's still okay, I just wasn't as good as I hoped. Yeah, another 80 damage by keeping this one alive would be nice. How much pyre damage is that? 2 turns of 8. Yeah, I thought we were scaling, but it's a little scary. We're not quite hyper scaling just yet, apparently. Another one of the bastards that I hate. We killed the mini boss. That's encouraging. Sometimes that's a hurdle that I am unable to deal with. But this time it's fine. What about this floor? Those stealth units are kind of annoying. I didn't draw Titan's Tooth. Would have been nice, but I didn't. I just don't want to play units on this floor right now. How much have I got? I've got a... Oh, the quick multi-strike is in my discard pile, so that's cool. Okay, so... Well, this unit basically doesn't exist, because it will not... Hallowed Halls will not fetch this unit. So what do I want? Probably the Entombed Explosive. Now I just go to 2 on this. Yeah, this floor... Next turn, this floor is going to be kind of strong, too. This floor, do I just leave it alone? I guess I do. Yeah, let's just keep doing this. starting to look like a win. Let's not jump to conclusions, but it looks sort of winning. Like these, let's see. I think they're going to mess up the reform pool. I think these two really good floors are set. As long as I don't screw it up. So let's just leave it alone. I could play these on the bottom floor. I don't think I want to, though. That's not great, but it's fine. So you can go here. And then I just do this again. Oh, wait, it's this bastard. What do I do about that bastard? I never... Ooh, that's a problem. Do I just reform the... I guess I just reform the top floor. I cannot deal with this turn. All my problems are just going to get that much worse if I try to deal with it right now. That's a problem. I mean, if I get a Titan's Tooth... I might be okay next turn. This is the only productive thing I can do right now. I like that little orange 784. Now it's 964. I just like that. It's pretty cool. Feels pretty solid. Okay, oh yeah, incantation. 980. I mean, we did as much as we could with that, and it's still a little bit sketchy. Okay, how much is that? That one doesn't hit very hard, but it's got a lot of health. It's going to have 55 left. It's going to hit twice for 14. Oh god. I didn't draw any of the direct damage spells this time. And that's 5 units that die. That's kind of a problem. What are the numbers on this? That's like, ooh, that's like 28. This one deals another... Oh no. Another 60 or so. This one does another 30. I think the Pyre is dead. Bad. I think it's just going to get worse too. Yeah, all my problems are just getting worse. let's just restart this one. Oh man, what do I do differently? This feels so close to winnable. Really close to winnable. I mean, I think turn one was really nice. I just went aggressive and everything added up. That's what I do. This killed outright. Yeah. One thing I could do is I could take those duplicate spells and hold on to them just in case, but then they cost 4. So, if I kill a tomb, I can cast it though. Yeah, my first couple of turns were fine. I think what happens is I play this and then I draw a... Oh, wait, that's right, I drew the Hallowed Halls, which was... Swotivery is just kind of... That doesn't really seem to play any role here, other than... Gets in the way, but then it draws itself to make up for it. Okay, and then bottom floor, was that what I did? Yeah, bottom floor. Wait a second. Slay and can't. Okay, those are fine. And then I just... What did I do? I just did... That probably is fine. I don't know. So what ends up making a difference could just be some really subtle thing that just affects the draw pile, like how many cards are still in the draw pile or not. Might not even be a strategic thing. I could just end up somewhere slightly different in the RNG cycle, and then I wouldn't even learn from whatever any mistakes or non-mistakes. So that could be weird. Yeah, I guess that's fine. It's about right. Okay, this is the turn that was a little bit scary, but then the next turn ended up being okay for whatever reason. Oh, yeah, now this dead weight, I even remember seeing that dead weight. This incantation stacks, but I'm also scaling my Siren of the Sea. So it's all fine. Oh, like, maybe this wasn't the scary turn, because if that unit's dead, this next wave might be this. Yeah, the next wave has that big scary incant armor or harvest armor to all allies. That's super scary. Right, so I wanted to do like a crypt builder or something, but then I'm out of energy. That was the problem. Oh, I play these. And then RNG to the rescue. Come on, RNGesus, save me. And then more of these. And then RNGesus. Yeah, not quite what I hoped for. But I just do this and then think next turn is just more of the same. Maybe I did it slightly differently. Maybe last time I was able to play a tomb unit on the top floor, which made things a little bit easier. Ooh, did I just... Am I in trouble now? I don't like how that looks. That just is really bad. I don't know what I did differently, but this was worse than the last time. Too many tiny units, or too many weak units. Like a bunch of units dying just makes it that much worse. Yeah, they're hitting the pyre and it hurts. Ouch. Pay more attention to the draw pile, I guess. I know it's possible to do this better because I already did better. I just don't remember how. Just too many units? Do I just not play the dregs? I don't think that's the solution, though. I think I like the scaling. It's just the first shuffle is a little scary. Yeah, bottom floor, because he always scale the multi-strike. But then what? This one's just kind of irritating. I think I just don't bother. That one just can't scale because it cannot. No, it does benefit from resin block. It just doesn't benefit from reform. So it scales. Maybe I should just let it scale with everybody else. No tomb units. Nothing good here. Just reform the floor. And there's that unit that I just never able to kill. Yeah, I don't want to play this because I know for sure what I'm going to get a better one. Something like that. And now we're looking at the scary turns. Okay. 3 units. Okay, if I play the spell right now, I know for sure I'm getting 2 really good ones and one that's kind of okay. I can squeeze in 1 more small unit for sure, or maybe even a medium. Yeah, I think I can squeeze in this one. So that's a little different from before. I know for sure I can get all the best units on the top floor. And I can do it again. Ooh, do I play this? It won't kill the unit outright, so it might not even be good. And I don't want units to die on this floor at all, so the dregs would suicide, and that would be kind of a problem right now. I can play them here, and that's okay. I can play this right here, right now. I don't know, I kind of want to play this anyway, just... It's a nice chunk of damage. If I played on this floor, I get incantation stacks. Let's do this first. Yeah, that's somewhat better. It might still be a huge problem. The top floor is set up a little bit better. Okay, that one's painful, but it's not fatal, I don't think. Let's see, how much damage? This one dies... It takes 2 hits and it does 8. That's 16, and this one does a lot. 14 times like 6? That's actually not acceptable. I don't know, this was really close to being good enough, and I don't know why it's getting worse. I don't know, they all get 60 armor. That's the problem. That's why reforming on this turn is just absolutely terrible. Oh man, what am I... So mad. Like, what did I even do that was better the first time? Is this just one more incantation stack? No, it's nothing. It doesn't really... I'm gonna have to... I'm just gonna watch it play out, just in case I did the math wrong, but I'm gonna have to be really fast on the trigger finger here. I'm pretty sure we just screwed up. Because he lost the spikes, that's why my math was off. I mean, if he loses the spikes, we just barely survive that turn, which is terrible, which is pretty awful. I mean, if I can annihilate every floor from now on, it's a moot point, but that's not... That start is worse than the one before. Okay, I've got some bad units I would like to take out of the reform pool. That one's the worst of all. I don't want stealth, I want absolute destruction. Fine, I could re-roll it. Don't know if I want to. This is a fine. That's a fine setup, I guess. This one, yeah, I think I'd like the explosives to go off, maybe. I feel like I could do better, though. Is that the... yeah, the Rage Siren I need to reform as often as I can. That's like the #1 priority. Now that's really good for next turn. I get a lot of chances to reroll it, though, so let's just... It's not as good as the first run, which is... the first run lost. I don't know why it got worse, but hopefully it makes up for it in some other way farther down. Oh, I can't even play this unit on the floor that I want to play it. It's kind of somewhat of a problem. That's a thing that I can do, though. What else? I can do this. It's not the best. Hopefully I can... hopefully this top floor can get rolling. Okay, that's good. I'd like to see that. Let's progress. At least only these 3 units are going to receive increased armor. Those 2 are just out of the picture. So maybe the scaling can take care of the rest. I think this one I just don't want in the reform pool. I don't know, that one hits pretty hard. Yeah, let's keep you in the pool. I think almost anything wins this turn just fine. Oh, not quite, huh? How did that one survive? That's kind of problematic. Really, they're just not... this one just has a lot of health. I need the multi-strike, basically, or else I don't do enough damage. Oh no, 25 pyre damage? Are you kidding me? Am I gonna have to make some weird-ass, like, spreadsheet where I track the RNG, and I just don't... It's been so long since I've won. This one feels winnable, but it's really infuriating, like, how... just, like... just kind of just on the edge, but not quite on the right side of it. This is... draw a dead weight. No, I draw the... next time I draw a dead weight. This time I draw a Hallowed Halls. Artillery is not the worst, but the dregs are better. This is the floor where I cannot play Hallowed Halls this turn. That would just be terrible. Or, well, I could have when it was just Rector Flicker, but now it's too late. Now it would just be kind of bad. Oh, this is the one I want to purge. Yeah, the armor totem would have been totally useless. Glad I didn't pick that. Now what do I do? Let's make some spells cost 0, and then can't do that. Have to do this. Okay, I forget. Do I play this because it wounds that enemy, or do I not play it because that unit is in the front and I would like just to take hits? No. What am I doing? And does this mess up my RNG? No, not too badly. It's mostly okay. Do I bottom floor or middle floor? I think I'm really worried about this middle floor. And it's back to being super duper terrible. I don't remember it ever being this bad. This is the worst that I remember it ever being. I think I just timed it so really very badly. Some of my most important units died on turn that they weren't supposed to. How much damage is that? It's like a lot, right? It's a lot. Like, don't even compute it a lot. This is driving me nuts. I know it's really close, but it's just like totally the razor's edge, and I can't stand it. How do I do this? Do I do it here? Or do I do it here? Do I do it here? Oh. So this is the multi-strike. Yeah. Can't cast this here right now. That one, the problem unit, this takes 120 this turn. I don't remember that happening last turn, or maybe it's hard to remember anything. So many things have happened so far. I think that's an improvement, but it's not great. Next turn I could cast Hallowed Halls and only one unit would trigger a harvest stack, which is pretty nice improvement. Or I just do 110 damage, and it's not quite enough. I wish it were slightly more. That would be amazing, but it isn't. Maybe this is the play. I think this is the... It's 60 armor, but I deal how much damage? A lot of damage. So I cast this once. And then top floor... Top floor looks not amazing. It's just a bunch of stupid dregs, but I think that's a bunch of damage, I guess. Didn't get any. I guess my tombs were always on the bottom of my deck. I just forgot about that. Can't afford to play that, but how much damage is that going to do? It's going to do 7 times like 3 or 4. This... It's not a disaster. Okay, the problem unit is gone. I can... So those 2 floors can now... I can now Hallowed Halls with impunity on all 3 floors. Okay, so I have to be careful about this. I want to get rid of the worst units. How many units? I have 2 1-pip units. So I could just do everything on the top floor or the middle floor. Like, for sure I have to do this. Do I do this too? I think that's just barely full. Yeah, that's just barely full. So over full by 1 is a 100% chance play. There's like there's no risk other than this unit might be stuck on this floor when I would rather have better ones in the future. Maybe I just let this unit die here, and I cast this on both floors. Maybe I do this one first and get on it for a chance to get a better one up here. It might take higher damage this turn, probably a little bit. Yeah, that's okay. It might be good enough. Not a fan of this, but maybe I let it be. This molten encasement is garbage. I think I just want to play the, yeah, I've got 2 floors for sure where I can play the Hallowed Halls, and I don't think I want Rector Flicker to interfere with that. I think keeping Rector Flicker alive seems like the wrong play right now. Okay, so 2 more rage stacks. What does that get me? It gets me not very much. This one's one shot. It would be 108 damage to this one. Plus 95. Yeah, I think the Entombed Explosive kills this unit, no matter what. Not certain. So I think the Rage is not really helping. So I just scale the other one instead. The Pyre takes like, what, 20? Hopefully not 30. I don't remember the numbers. 16. Okay, another problem unit. But it's an empty floor. I do get to cast this on an empty floor with impunity. So how do I get the best odds? That would be like a not very strong floor. I would like my top floor to be super strong. I just don't know what to do on the bottom floor, because those units are going to die next turn. And they are going to get armor stacks out of the deal. I would like to get rid of these. Those are kind of bad right now. I don't want to do this floor first because there are 2 bad units that could end up in the pool, but there's also... This unit is sort of good. I don't know. I just need to reform everything. I could, like... This is, like, front-loaded damage. I kind of like that. If I start killing this unit immediately, then it might show up in the other floors, like, every turn. Okay, if I play this now, then I get a chance at my best units being on a more aggressive floor for next turn. So that's actually pretty decent. I can get rid of... Wait, are they... Yeah, the Dreg I can get rid of if I play this now. Then I just won't see that Dreg for a while. It is... Oh, that's a pretty stacked Dreg, though. I think I keep it in the Reform pool, because Hallowed Halls into that Dreg is actually a good outcome here. Next turn, the Entombed Explosives can both trigger, and the top floor gets wiped out for sure. Okay, I've got the Super Siren on this floor. I kind of like that. This floor is pretty strong for next turn. Lady of the House is not looking healthy, though. Do I want to risk a reroll? I think I don't, because I've got the Nameless Siren on this floor. There's no guarantee that she stays there if I do it again. Is there anything I want to get rid of? This one is garbage. So I'm going to just take that, and I'm going to put it in my discard pile, and I'm not going to do anything with it. It's just not getting in my way right now. And I'm going to do this. Okay. That might be an improvement. I think it's more just... I don't don't think it's strategy. I think the pseudo-randomness and making... Maybe some of the decisions were micromanaged better, but a lot of it is that just pseudo-random, and yeah, stuff just changes randomly. Okay, I need this to cost 0, and then maybe something good will happen. Yes, if I knock this unit back, the Rage Siren kills the one that's generating armor, so that's very, very important. Now, do I have to incant to make her stronger? That one has 240 health, so I don't necessarily have to. I want to make this one stronger instead. It didn't happen. This one does not cost 0, so I'm in a little bit of trouble. In a lot of trouble. Oh no, I'm not. I have energy. I have 10 energy. 13? Whoa, okay. Look at that. That's a big improvement. Wow. So, not having that extra copy from the spell chain, just hanging around, made a pretty big difference there. I think the first time around I got this far and I thought I was doing great, and then it just wasn't enough, so I should still be very afraid. In particular, this frontliner, yeah, it only has like 35 health. Nobody on this floor is quick. See. Let's look. What are the numbers? What are the spells? What's in my hand? Crypt Builder. Crypt Builder is a step in the right direction, yes. I need more energy. That's a start. Do I play this right now or later? Are there any more bad units? Those are all just incants. Those are a lot of them. It's not too bad. I'll worry about that later. I want to be able to play the Crypt Builder on the top floor, and then stuff gets a lot better from there, I believe. But first I have to play this. Or do I play this first? That's a lot of damage. Any cards I want to get rid of. These are both fine. I think I'd leave them where they are. Because middle floor would be pretty good. I could put the quick siren on the bottom floor. Bottom floor could use a bit of a head start, maybe. If I play it here, then I just barely overfill the floor, which is pretty cool. So I guess I'll just do that. I think this helps more than it hurts. Nobody's quick. So 1, 2, 3. think more units die if I do this. I think that's okay. And then we'll also kill the unit that's making the spikes. That unit is a problem, though. That unit has a lot of health. I think this should improve it. It's one less attack that's wasted. Oh no, it had a damage shield. Oh crap. Did I just ruin this floor? Oh. That's bad. The pyre, it gets this one gets 2 turns, this one gets 1 turn, so 40 plus 28. I think my pyre dies. I think it had a spell shield or something that I wasn't paying attention to. I'm gonna have to have a very fast reset finger, because I think I just screwed it up. Oh no, that's super discouraging. No, I didn't count the health correctly. What happened? It was something like I thought it had spikes when it didn't actually have spikes anymore. It must have been. I don't know. Oh, this is a close one. Okay, get rid of something bad and then resummon this floor, probably. The dreg is probably the weakest right now. Have resolve, and strike, but strike just applies saps. Yeah, it's not a problem. So which floor? I guess let's be aggressive right now on this floor, because it might take 2 turns to kill them all. Do we do this floor again, or do we do the top floor? Oh, that's a lot of units. Maybe the bottom floor for the Titan's Tooth, or is it the middle floor that's better? I really don't like these weights of contrition. They don't die right away no matter what I do. It makes me kind of unhappy. I feel like these 2 units by themselves are not really a problem, though. I would like these units to just be guaranteed to, like, die. That might mean I get, if this wave dies faster, I might get more free hits on the boss. Oh, next wave is the Relentless Wave. Ooh, scary. Very scary. Which floor? I guess this one. Some good damage. I think we win the Relentless Wave now. How much burnout? How many burnout stacks? 10? I think this wave survives long enough. 10 turns of that would be just... Yeah, that's 4,000 damage just from a single unit. Just about, give or take. I think we made it. That was just frustrating. It wasn't like one of those miracle wins. It was one of those, you think you have it, but then you don't, and then just keep, like, I don't know, it's like you do these, you think you've got it, you think you're just totally amazing, and then you just keep tripping over your own feet at the last second over and over again. Okay, that's interesting. Do I just try not to screw this up? Because both floors, it says that they would die if the entire combat played out, but the cumulative damage total apparently is good enough between both floors, which is kind of crazy. Like, I could play Hallowed Halls. Because what happens? Do I win harder, or do I sometimes run afoul of the RNG if I do that? If these don't get played in the right order, I might lose one of my big units. Like if I play, right? How does that work? No, I would just lose one of the little units. Right. Like if the last unit is a big unit, it says it overfills the floor, so I always get, if the last unit's a big unit, I do get to play it. If the last unit is a small unit, then the floor is already over full. I'm pretty sure this is fine, but then again, my most powerful unit is in the back. If this unit is in the front, that's a ton of lost damage output. I think front and back doesn't matter, though. Front and back doesn't matter because this enemy has sweeping attacks. 3 pyre damage, that's fine. I think that's a slight improvement, and it's a pretty safe play. Yeah, now the top floor wins just completely all by itself. Yeah, let's just win slightly harder. This is not a dangerous play, this is a safe play. Like, I always get the Rage Siren always, or the multi-strike or whatever. Always scales up, always gets played, always 2 turns now. Wow, yeah. Okay, that's a relief. This is a loose streak that's been going on for like, I want to say at least 8, maybe 10 attempts, not counting individual battle restarts, in which case that number ramps up quite a bit, but like, just entire run. From beginning until failure, it's been like 8 or 10 losses, and this finally get to put another round in the logbook. Because yeah, for the first, after the immediate release of the game, I was winning like 50% for like the first 8 runs or so. I was winning half the time, and then huge loss streak. Yeah, that was slightly harder than I thought it should have been. There's a lot that could be analyzed possibly, but I think it wasn't all just the micromanagement got better. There were some micromanagement things that I was more attuned to, but I think some of it was just the pseudo randomness playing out more favorably based on things that I did not. It's not like I memorized the pseudo randomness. It's just I got certain decisions that I made just sort of put the shuffle in a slightly different place without me realizing it. I think might have been the biggest difference there. I don't know. Some of the micro stuff that I was thinking about was actually rather important, and it did come in pretty huge, so it's really hard to say which is which. That's just exhausting, though. I was like, why is this game so hard sometimes? Okay, whatever. You got the gold border, but you didn't really do a ton. I don't know. It's like you play the card. Usually it doesn't hurt. I mean, he was trying his best, but I just kind of just kind of There's the stamp, and unfortunately, I was hovering something so you couldn't see it, but there it is, right here. For page 1, well, I've got, I think, the bone dog and then something else. So that's annoying. I would like to get those two. And then these 2 crowns. And it's going to be, once again, it's going to be Melting Remnant with Stygian. But it's going to be Little Fade. And then Rector Flicker again with the Umbra. Pretty awkward combo. It's like the reform mechanic and the eating, or the the gorging mechanic. They're sort of just totally independent, but sometimes that works out fine. It's like you might have 2 different floors where you have a different mechanic that's sort of controlling the flow of the run. If those 2 different floors do their own thing, but then cumulatively it's good enough, a lot of times that's how that clan combo works out. So it looks kind of like an anti-synergy, and like you don't really like the top floor. Maybe you want to get like 30 stacks of life steal, which means you can't kill the unit and bring it back. Well, that's fine. Your other 2 floors, you can do that. So it's a weird one, but I don't know. It has mechanics that might be good, just depending on what you get. But Melting Remnant with Stygian. It's only 1 out of the 2 crowns. And then, oh man, look at that. Pretty close to filling this out, but it's still a long way to go. I did have 2 times that I think there were 2 times that I killed the Seraph, but it doesn't count if you collect the pack shards and you go on to lose against the Divinity. It just doesn't give you that stamp. And well, eventually I want to collect these, so I just went for the Divinity every single time, and it meant that it took 10 tries to get this stupid crown in the logbook. And did I mention that I'm exhausted? Because, yeah. Ooh. Yeah. 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 That's all the monster train I can handle for today, I think. That's like, wow.